Another method which is being used, which is being investigated, is this idea of direct carbon recycling. So, for instance, we saw previously that methane can be used. Methane can be used as a good fuel. Right? It combusts, it's very exothermic and so on. And of course, like any carbon-based fuel, we're going to make carbon dioxide when we combust methane. But there's another reaction called the Sabatier reaction, which can react the carbon dioxide generated in combustion with hydrogen and remake methane. So in other words, this carbon atom can be recycled back and forth between methane and carbon dioxide, and in this way we're not generating any more carbon dioxide. So this is not a bad reaction at all. So this reaction is obviously exothermic. This reaction obviously goes in presence of any kind of a spark, that's good. The Sabatier reaction is also exothermic in the sense that the enthalpy of the reaction is a negative number. It's about 165 kilojoules per mole. Of course, you don't need to know any of these numbers. And the free energy of the reaction also is negative. It's negative 114 kilojoules per mole. And so it's spontaneous, which is good, and this is all at 25 degrees C. The problem is, it's very slow. Now you might say, well, that's not a problem. We know how to fix up a slow reaction. All we need is a catalyst. Yeah, and that's true. And the problem is, right now, we don't have really good catalysts to make this reaction really efficient yet. And one of the problems is if we increase the temperature, for instance, 800 degrees C, then the Gibbs energy of the reaction becomes positive and becomes non-spontaneous. So there's a bit of a problem with the Sabatier reaction. This is very attractive, and chemists and engineers are working on this to figure out how to make this. If we can figure out how to make this work, then we just keep recycling the same carbon atom without the need for plants at all. And of course, the other problem with this is that this requires capturing the carbon dioxide either directly in the engine or out of the atmosphere, which is kind of hard to do. So again, this is an idea. These are ideas. This is not currently very widely used. This is kind of process that chemical process that chemists and engineers are working on together to try and fix up. If we can fix up and make this reaction very fast, at closer room temperature without the need to go to high temperature where the reaction is not spontaneous, then this is a viable way of solving this problem. This doesn't generate any carbon dioxide.